All glory to Christ, man. All glory to Christ. Shalom. Shalom, shalom, shalom. All glory to Christ, man. Let's get straight into it. Today, I'm finna be explaining the difference between jealousy and envy, y'all. So, y'all probably heard this famous saying that jealousy and envy is cousins, right? And I agree on that. But using the scripture to explain it, I want to tell y'all that jealousy and envy, they are different, y'all. So, the difference between jealousy, jealousy, a lot of people misunderstand what jealousy is, man. God said he jealous. He said that in Exodus, and he also said that in Nahum, right? That's in the Old Testament. God said that he jealous. You know, what does that mean? Jealous means that you feel some type of way when your people do something, right? So let's say a mother, for an example. Let's say you embracing your son, then your son go embrace another woman around the same age, right? He calling her stepmama, he calling her mama, but all you did was embrace him. This your son, you know what I'm saying? So you gonna feel jealous, you gonna feel some type of way like, you know what I'm saying? You gonna feel some type of way like, this my son, but he praising another woman, you know? So that's jealousy, you know what I'm saying? God say he jealous, so jealous is not a bad trait, you know? So let's say boyfriend and girlfriend, for an example. This your girl or this your boyfriend, and then they see somebody they know, and then they get to hugging on them real tight and stuff like that. You know, they get to, you know what I'm saying, talking to them how they usually talk to you. You know what I'm saying? They get to giving them the same respect as they give to you, and you like, no, I thought we was special. I thought we had something going on. So that's jealousy. You know, and like I said, that's not bad. That's not necessarily a bad thing, because God said he jealous. But why did God say he jealous? Because he made his people, he said he made his people stronger and special, right? For us to be above our people, for us to show people really what morals is, and show them what love is, and show them the glory of God through us, right? So God has a right to be jealous when he see us bending corners and going back into the world, turning away from his word, you know, living in sin, you know, giving place to the devil, all those different things. God has the right to be jealous. That's why he gonna leave you. That's why God gonna depart from you when you go against his word, you know, because he jealous, you know. I just told y'all what jealousy is. So jealousy is feeling some type of way for your people, right? Because I even say for myself, like my mama used to work at a daycare, and all these different dudes, they looking up to her, calling her mama and stuff like that. And I'm sitting back, I'm like, this my mama. I go home with her. This my mama. You know, why my mama giving hugs to them and treating them like that's me? You know what I'm saying? It's almost like they trying to take your spot, you know, so you jealous. You know what I'm saying? Like God want that spot in your life, that you go to him for everything. So if you going to man and you praising man, oh my goodness, thank you for that, but you ain't thinking about God, you know, because God the one that moved on their heart to do that. You know what I'm saying? What would make a man go out his way to help you? And I could do everything for myself. This my money, I don't gotta help you. You know, this my time, I don't gotta, you know what I'm saying? What would make a man do that, man? God move on people's hearts, you know. But yeah, that's jealousy. And then you got envy. Envy is when somebody want to replace your life. You know, envy is a sickness. You know, envy is sin. So the difference between jealousy, see, God, he really the only one that should be jealous, but we still get jealous. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's how you act on it. Some people get jealous and they hurt people. You know what I'm saying? It's not about that, you know, because God say be angry, but sin not. So jealousy could make you angry, but like I said, sin not. So you're still not gonna hurt nobody, still not gonna curse or talk down on nobody because you jealous. But like I said, envy is different. Envy is a sickness. Envy is you want to replace somebody's life. You want to swap destinies with them. Envy is you really want to beat them, you know, and it come, but it's in a hateful way. It's not a good way, you know. Sometimes like for an example, you got a lot of women are very envious. They want to look like this. They want to look like this other woman, or a lot of women, they envy the man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women, they say, I heard this a lot. They say, why can the man go sleep around and don't nothing happen to them? Man, you got to ask society. You got to ask society the same way. Because God did not say that that's right for a man to sleep around. God say that a man and a woman is a whoremonger, and they both going to hell if they sleeping with multiple people and they don't repent. You know, so in God's eyes, that's wrong. But to society, they don't really punish the man because we look up the men that sleep with multiple women, even though it shouldn't be like that. That's society. The same society that say, a woman can wake up and be a man, and then a man can wake up and say he a woman, or they can wake up and say, I don't want to choose my gender today. That's the same way. Back to envy. You know, envy can cause people to sin. That's why God say, do not covet your neighbor's house. That's envying. So you want his house. He said, don't covet your neighbor's wife. So you want his wife. So what would that make you want to do? That could make you try to persuade her to going away from him to be with you. That's why envying is a sickness, because you want to replace him. You want his house. You don't want a big house that looks similar to his house. You want the same exact house that he got. That's a sickness. And then at the end of the day, these people be envying people so much and don't even realize that they couldn't even withstand their life. You want his woman so bad, and you don't even know this man probably don't even want her. She probably get on his nerves every day. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, that's the difference between jealousy and envy, y'all. Jealousy and envy, I do believe that it is close, but jealousy has a pure intention. You know, like I said, you my people, and you hanging with somebody else that's not my people. I'm jealous about that, right? Or like I said, your girl, you know, she giving attention to another dude, that you should be jealous, you know, because God, he is possessive. You know, he said, y'all the apple of my eye. You know, God said he loved when his people pray to him. The people that actually believe in him, God said he loved when they pray to him. You know, so like I said, being jealous, it could lead to envy, but jealousy in itself is a pure intention. So you jealous, you feel some type of way because that's your people. You love them, you know. And then envy, that's wanting to replace them. You know what I'm saying? That's you know, envy could lead to you killing somebody because you want their spot at this job, you know, or whatever. You know, that's why we don't look up to nobody, you know, because a lot of people don't even realize they praising man, they looking up to man. That's why we look up to Christ. When we look up to Christ, we in our own lane. You know, we look up to Christ. The sky not even the limit. You know what I'm saying? If space real, then space the limit. You know what? The firmament, the firmament the limit, y'all. You feel me? Like I said, when you look up to Christ, we don't look up to man. You know what I'm saying? We not. And then God say, don't envy the rich. So a lot of people, y'all envying people because they got materialistic stuff that y'all got. Y'all don't want to be the person that got knowledge. Y'all envy the people that got money. And God said the love of money is the root of evil. So you coveting them. Right, you looking at them as if they somebody because they got money, and God said that don't mean nothing. God say they still going to hell. You know, Jesus said, he said, woe unto the rich. He said, you receive your consolation. So he said, the rich man that's living good and very comfortable right now, God said that he already got his portion. He already got his reward. So when he die, that's it. Well, and then he go to hell. But for God's people, you know, you stay humble, you know what I'm saying? Keep making sacrifices, keep making sure that you keep God first. You're not really worried about money, you know, and you're going to get blessed, and you're going to have, you know, you're going to have some. You ain't going to be rich, right? Because God love you, but you ain't going to be rich because he know that when you get that money, you going to take it to your head. You're going to forget where you came from, right? That's why God say the prideful, they get cut down. You know, God got to humble you again to remind you, hold on now, it ain't the money that you win, it's God, you know. But like I said, you either get your portion now, you know what I'm saying, or you stay down till you come up, you know. Wait for the next life if you believe in the next life, you know. But a lot of people don't, you know. But like I said, that's the difference between jealousy and envy. One has a good intention, jealousy. The other one has a bad intention, you know, envy. You should not want to replace nobody's life, you know. But y'all stay encouraged, man. Keep looking up to Christ. Keep getting to know, keep getting to know God. Read the word every day. Pray daily. You know, don't just watch my videos, you know, or don't just rely on me to give y'all the truth. You know, God is using me, but it's more than that. You gotta get a revelation for yourself. So hopefully y'all can spread the word too. Cause God say, pray for more laborers, man. Pray for more laborers. You know, for more people to speak this word, because it's a lot of people with knowledge, man. I want y'all to go give some knowledge, you know. You ain't got to do it how I'm doing it, but any type of way, doing it really in person, you know. Anything you know to help people out, you know. But I love y'all. Like I said, that's the difference between jealousy and envy.